And we are back at Everest. We want to do some cargo hauling. We have a reputation that is still in junior level, close to 50%, not that much. So we want to find out if we get some hauling contracts, yeah. Out of these 90, there should be some contracts available from here, Everest, to somewhere. And we want to do a cargo reference sheet for the Caterpillar as well. Like we did to other ships, they could become essential or interesting for salvaging and or hauling. We continue the sheet from what is that? It is the M2, yeah. So we will modify this Excel sheet in order to get a new ship, and that will be the Caterpillar. And to verify what we are doing is we need to have contract in order to make sure that we can use the hauling cargo grid reference to have an actual gameplay. So we are still in the junior rank and we want to wrap up. So we need to find contracts from Everest to somewhere because we are here. And what we also need to mention is that there are several types of contracts. So there is space to space, space station to space station. There is space to ground. There is ground to space, and there is ground to ground. This is the base layout of the contracts available for any level, any reputational level you can do. And we are now on Everest and we want to go to somewhere else. That is space to space. So that means we need to go from every space station to another space station. And this is the sort of contract we are looking for. All of them are in the rookie rank in order to level up. So here we have ground to space station. And we also see Norgard and Andersen are on the moon. So we can differentiate ground to ground is planetary, and there is also ground to ground moon, or a mixture of it. The thing, it doesn't really matter if from planet to moon or from moon to planet for that matter, and we'll tell you soon why that is. The moon freight elevators sometimes do not work. So every time we go to any sorts of a moon freight elevator, we need to accept that it might not work. So these contracts are in a higher risk of not being able to submit completely, although you can complete a contract without delivering. The pain stays the same, of course, but in order to get the full amount of money, yeah, this is important. You can submit and complete the contract without getting money. And we want to have the money as well. But if we have submit or let's say not completed, means a failed contract, that will give us a damage in reputation. And so we are doing space to space right now. We are looking for a junior contract from space to space, ideally from Everest to another space station. Yeah, here we have one from Everest to Terra Gateway. We will take that one. And we already started to load, just to make sure what boxes need to go somewhere, so we have an order of the boxes. And we will have a chance to find out how many boxes can fit into one of these 4 compartments. There's a fifth compartment in the front, but we will load the side compartments first. This has no particular reason, it is primarily just because of having an order of what we are dealing with. And as you can see, we have a catwalk on the left side of the ship. That means on this side where we are loading. This is a huge downside when we are in a hangar where the freight elevator is exactly on the left side. We already know that we can load 3 8 SAU size boxes like we are just tractor beaming right now in one row in this compartment, and we already know that we can, this is not sure if that is a feature. As soon as you drop the box you cannot move it anymore, so it is difficult to load the ship. It is massive pain, we would say is maximum pain. If you are a game designer, you make sure that people cannot do what it's supposed to do. So we load the second one and make sure that it's gridded. Yeah, it is gridded. And it should be on the far end so that we can load 2 more boxes in this row. The reason why you do want to do maximum pain for the players is they want to, you want them to stay inside your game as long as possible, spend as much time as possible. Yeah. And the maximum pain is not what you can bear. Yeah, more. It is what you can bear. How much pain do you suffer, or are you willing to suffer until you leave the game behind? Yeah. So whenever we are talking about maximum pain, it is meant how much pain you are willing to suffer unless you leave the game behind. So today we have the privilege that the tractor beam can detach the box from the grid from here where we stand. Sometimes it's not the case. Sometimes you need to walk over to the box, because that increases the pain, and sometimes they need to relieve the pain in order to keep you here. That's why sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That many times it doesn't work should be on a bearable amount of time. Like example this one. The box should go where the crosshair is looking like, but it does not. And the box cannot go in because the catwalk. So that is the pain that comes with it. Yeah, you need to move the box, rotate the box in that way that you can bring it through the ground and the catwalk. The pain also can be looked at as a challenge, yeah? It is a challenge to make the box rotate that way that you can move it through that narrow space. And it would be no problem if you do not touch anything. Like you just saw before, we touched and the box moved a bit, and now we have it rotated too much so that we cannot bring the box into the ship without further rotational work. Yeah, and then we need to manage to get the box into that narrow space, and as you can see, we do not. This is the maximum pane. We could leave it like that, like we just did, and yeah, go to the next box like we just did, or we can leave the game because it is just stupid annoying that to track the beam, virtual boxes in that virtual realm, to bring it into a virtual spaceship in order to get virtual reputation and therefore virtual money. But especially that virtual money that we try to achieve here gives us the opportunity to make more money to buy more virtual spaceships. And the hope there is, or the perspective there is, if you buy other ships, better ships, you will not suffer that much. And that is the key element of the things what a software developer should do. Give the prospect of you can buy a more expensive ship to have less pain. Yeah, make your life comfortable. But the comfortableness comes with a price, and this is the Buddhist philosophy. Life is suffer. You need to find a way to make life not suffer. Or at least not that much. And here on Earth, we can say we just do not play anymore. That will give us no pain, yeah? But when you go back to real life, you just notice that you will face other pain. And so we flee into this virtual space in the hope not to have pain, but we're just facing other pains, yeah? New pain, but pain. And it takes maximum time to traverse the box from there to here. Okay, so we got one contract. This is only one contract. And what we need to make sure is that all the boxes fit up nicely. So we try to get the elevator down. So we use the small tractor beam because it is handy, literally. So this is the grid to the right. And here is the door. Can we move more? No. Yeah, there is the invisible limitation. So what we see here is we can move this box here, this box here and back, yeah, and then we try to utilize also the non-gridded area as well. Cannot move. Yeah, maximum pain. This is interesting. Why is the one SCU? Why does that fit here? Here, limit, invisible. Yeah, here. This is interesting. This one has a grid here, but big one does not grid here. So if we place the box here, we can, yeah, we still can move here. No, can we? No. Yeah, we can. Interesting. This is also interesting. So we can move this box up here. The reason why we do that is because we want to put as many boxes as possible into one compartment. Yeah. Read it. This is also interesting. Why can we grid it up there? This is really, really interesting. So then let's have a check. Can we bring more boxes over there? Yes, we can. And as you can see, this box juggling, that is the pain. It is, this ship is not built for having an easy loading time. It is built for max pain. Yeah, this is really interesting. Click 20 times. Yeah, the main goal here is to have an orientation. We want to have all the boxes that goes to Terra Gateway as close as possible to the cockpit for the orientation. Because when we just fill up 2 compartments, then we have still 2 other two compartments plus another compartment, the front one, available for more contracts. Yeah, empty. 2 empty ones. Read it. That should fit here. Yeah, it does. Can we? No. When the boxes try to try to defend themselves, you need to listen to them. Yeah, you cannot forcefully do anything without expecting to get in trouble. Yeah. It is not the maximum, but it is the maximum in this configuration of boxes. Yeah, now we move it to this side in order to have visual representation. All the boxes close to the pilot seat is for Terra. Now we can pick up more contracts. And if we have a check on the reference grid, how do we do that? We probably start from here. Yeah, we might have a look afterwards. So, other contract, that will give us 20. Let's have a check if we have a timer on it. Yes, 5 hours. Junior from Everest. From Everest to space station. Here we have 102. Accept that. To Tresla. Maybe we had been too fast. Or we just managed to take a contract that is not available anymore. No, it's still here. 6 hours. Yeah, now they are here. Now, we didn't utilize all the space from the second compartment, and we think that we will start there. And that would mean that we will have a cargo grid. We need to make notes in order to be able to. So as we see the ship in front of us, it is the layout plan. We know that we can put 3 8 SCUs, 3, and we also know that we can put 1 SCU here. But we do not know, is it really 1 SCU or is it also 2? So it might be that we will make sure that we have this, right? Then we have 2 rows. We mute, you do not hear. Up until now we only have 2 boxes, 2 contracts. And another downside is with the caterpillar specifically. It looks like as if you should load the ship from the front to the back. And not the way we just did. Yeah, what we said, maximum pain. Like we said, maximum pain. What we also need to say is the caterpillar is not made for one person. It is designed for 2 people, gameplay for 2 people, and that's why we have to suffer extra pain, because we're doing it by ourselves. Yeah, we totally agreed. The caterpillar has large cargo capabilities, but it's not suitable for an everyday thing. It's also not suitable for a career thing. The only one thing that you will get with the caterpillar is maximum pain. No joy, no satisfaction. See, you cannot even move the box. It just takes a lot of time. And you also do not want to fall down, because then you need to walk back to the elevator all the way up again, and afterwards, now because we loaded from the back to the front, we cannot even walk here. No, we need to walk through the ship to get to the stairway upper level in order to use the catwalk over here. Then we can move to the front side of the ship. There is no other way. Might be that this is a way to bring the boxes into the ship. Place it more or less close. Get up. And then track the beam from here. But even if you do that, it is difficult to actually stack the boxes properly. We could use, we can place it like this. This is what we actually want. And because we have frames left and right, we can easily place these boxes like this, not on the grid, without facing further challenges, especially during flight. Because you need to know, when you do cargo off the grid, you need to be aware that there can be some situations where you run into troubles when you place boxes outside the grid. Yeah, even that. Okay, now. It is interesting. In the last patch, tractor beam changed. And at the beginning we thought, oh no. And some of them is still, oh no. But they switched back to that it was before. And now, having seen both variants, we need to say the other one was actually better. And even in the sense of a simulation, it was even more simulating realness. You had two, you still have two tractor beam modes. You could switch with pressing a button now, but back then, in the previews, you had two mouse buttons to utilize one mode over the other. And now we need to say we prefer two buttons, each function one. Now we have the problem that we cannot move much, and that we have, yeah, if we could have utilized proper space. Yeah, this is a max out, but we leave it like that. So what do we have? Two compartments, the front one and the very front one. Means one more contract and then we will go. Yeah, elevators down, so having a check. We are doing still the same. From Everest to another space station. Ideally it is a big one in terms of many boxes. We could do rookies, that wouldn't be a problem, but we will have no reputational effect. That's why we only do junior. Now we see space to ground on the planet. We will have proper elevators. And we will do that. And if we continue that grid layout, then we will utilize the front compartment. But the front has not that much cargo capacity. We know a 2 SCU, one in the middle and another one. This is the front row, and we also know there is 6. So it would be like this. This is the very front of the ship. Six and 5. Yeah, so you didn't see it because we need to switch. We have two destinations on the ground, and on the grid we have the front compartment, the very front of the ship. And we have not many boxes, 6 and 7. Or 10 and 12. Each row. This is Sakura, and this one is S1D. S1DC. What do we have? Ice and food. Four eyes. More eyes. It's only eyes. Why do we have only eyes here? Shouldn't we have food as well? Did we have to be in too fast? Yeah, if you accept the contract, the system needs to make sure that you have the boxes available in your inventory. And if you are too fast, the boxes are not here yet. So let's have a check. Yes, there they are. So always wait until you get confirmation new objective, because that would mean that you will have the content available. So Sakura is on the left. Yeah. 6 eyes and 7. 6 eyes on the left and 4 food on the left. Four, 6 eyes on the left. And 4 food. On the left side. Do we have that? Yes. 7 eyes and 5 food on the right. We have 6 eyes. There is 1 eye missing. No, it is here, and 5. Okay, we got complete. So everything goes to the right side of the front compartment. The reason why you get better paid for this some sort of contracts, even with less boxes is the effort you will take. You need to go there, land there, unload, take off, and go to somewhere else. Just that mechanism, that takes a lot of time, more effort, and that's why you get better paid if you do this some sort of space ground contracts. Yeah, maximum pain. You are here on this corner, you cannot retract. You can go close, yeah, now you can get, but you need to figure out where, because here it does not work. Yeah, it is just max pain. So now we cannot walk through here like we usually do, because the door doesn't open. Yeah, this is useful, because if you could walk through, that means you will get to the cargo capacity room, but you are not allowed to get there. And now we need to move some boxes that we can use the ladder from here. Looks good. This one is empty. Now we have the problem that we cannot go. That's why the front one is empty. That's why we started loading from the back to the front. Alright. Looking good. Looking good. We could take more contracts to fill it up more, but we gotta say we can just leave it like it is. Probably make sure that these are gridded. And that's it. We do not care about proper, we do not care about the cargo grid, because it just takes way too much time. And yeah, we will unload this and we'll have a check on the reputation afterwards. We got 3 destinations, Tresla and Terra. Space stations, they're far away. And 2 locations here on Hurston. We will go to Hurston's first. Yeah, it takes some time. Yeah, we see smoke up there. That are boxes not on the grid. But all the doors are closed, so we will not lose any boxes. And it looks like as if we need to exit backwards.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Sakura on the left. Yeah, up until now, we do not recommend to use the caterpillar for hauling. It is just not suitable. Yeah, if you deliver to these huge facilities, you can go into the hangar or from the outside. We recommend to go into the hangar just because it's a little bit easier. You do not need to walk that much. But if you are a team of 2 or more, you can go to the outside and to team effort. Yeah, and these beautiful visuals sometimes are not handy because you can't see shit. Yeah. So 5 kilometers.
Shield system online.
We get a hangar. It's probably the left one just because we are hovering over the right one. Does one open?
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Yeah, they don't move. Yeah, and with the caterpillar we have another challenge because the ship is so long. Can we make it even on the pad? So here are the 2 pads. Yeah, massive light. Sakura. Let's see. Ooh, too much. Yeah, we probably shouldn't. Are we on the ground? We always forget to push the button before we exit the seat. That's why back into the seat. What we also experienced once is that they steal the ship, and with stealing the ship means it goes into the hangar. This would be no problem if we could retrieve the ship, but we cannot because the timer from the renting is up. And what we also noticed is it doesn't matter. The hangar doors are to 80%. In that state, you do not need to have them. So we come here fully loaded, want to deliver something, that means hangar door is closed. If you come here to pick up something, the hangar doors will be closed, opened. That means you need to go down there to the terminal to change the level of the elevator in order to be able to load or unload. So this time we need to load the elevator, that's why it is closed. And what they also implemented is more pain. You need to yeah, exactly that. As long as you have the tractor beam in your hand, you cannot utilize this panel. Maximum pain, it just doesn't work. You can redo it. It is scientifically, it does not work. Unless you have, unless you are fast enough to press the button, like we try here, but it does not work. So you need to. But you cannot put the tractor beam away just like that. You need to press and hold or in order to do that. Because if you just would be needed to just tap the R, it would go way too fast. And that's why you need to press and hold, because it takes more time. That's why the freight elevator is in that condition. You do not need them, because it would take, you would be way too fast. That's why. So let's have a check. We should delivered half of the contract, but everything for this location. Yes, and we see work center fully delivered. Now we go to S1D's DC distribution center 6. Objective complete. Perfect. So it's properly checked in. Wrong direction. First, make sure Burg ship is closed. Close. Yeah. Now we see where the hangar was, and that is also a mechanism. Wait 5 hours, not hours, 5 minutes until the hangar door is open, so that you can stay as much time as possible into the world, into the verse, for basically no reason, just to stay there. Yeah, as long as you stay inside the verse, you do not have a life, and you do not live. You're just clicking and dragging. So we can go cruise control, set the destination DC06. It's on the other side. Perfect. And now we just need to, yeah, online. Perfect. It is a slow ship, but that's totally fine. Even to jump takes much time. Yeah, this this is the sound of boxes that are not on the grid. Easy. Easy. It has a massive afterburn capacity. Makes sense because it's a large ship.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
We heard the audio. We got landing permission. But we do not see any elevators open up right now. And this is the 5 minutes you can wait until you get the hangar door open. Or you just go to the landing pad. Here we have the situation that the elevator is open. This is nice. So what we said before is basically not true.
Engines offline.
So have a check if we can get back into the ship. That's why we leave through the elevator. Just to make sure that we actually can come back. Yeah, way too many doors. That's why this ship is better for a crew of 2 at minimum. Yeah, does not look like as if we have problems to get back in. The only one problem is we need to go from the inside. But at least when we are in, we can go. Yeah, and this is definitely not made for cargo hauling contracts. Yeah, but soon they will show us the new ships from Jumpworks. Some of them has actually a large capacity of cargo, but all the ships we saw so far are not really made for the gameplay of an industrialist. So we will see soon. Yeah, see, the fucking door is not open. So we do not see the chance, or let's say the perspective of having a cargo gameplay as soon as we get the new ships from Jumpworks. And hope that we make it into the medium reputation level. As long as we have this one. What we also have is we have the Argo Mole, or the Argo Raft is the name probably, where we can do some cargo stuff. The limitation is 96 boxes. So as soon as we get into the range of the member rank, we will have more boxes to deliver. more than 96. Not all of them, but some of them. Yeah, now we deliver everything here, and that means not only objective complete, but also contract complete. Yeah, at least in the mechanism. Yeah, objective complete, 7 of 7. Objective complete, 5 of 5. Contract complete. Does that have an effect on reputation? We are now over 50%. Yeah, that one contract has. That one contract was space to ground. And what we want to do is we want to have the pane, as long as we have the caterpillar, to get to the member. And when we are in the member, we want to do a test. If those type of hauling contracts, space to space, space to ground, ground to space, ground to ground, ground to moon, actually has an impact on the reputation. We already know it has an impact, but the question we have is what kind of impact?
Launch complete. Landing. Shield system offline.
Go in cruise control, checking the map. Probably Tresler is closer. Yeah, no. No. We go to Terra. Here we go. Yeah, 300 meters per second. 300 meters per second. No, now it works.
Shield system online.
There is Polaris. So here we have the green boxes.
Landing gear down. Landing complete. Engines offline.
Yeah, again, the doors. This one needs to stay. No! Almost. It's the wrong side anyways. Yeah, this is the invisible cage over there, that's why. So from here, no problem. right. At least no green boxes inside the ship. Complete. Objective complete, 105 of 105. Impact on reputation. Slight. Yeah, and that is already an evidence that you need to do all variants of contracts at least once to have the maximum impact on reputation.
Online. Launch complete. Landing gear up. Shield system offline. Drive is now on.
Yeah, that's a long road. these boxes disappeared. Yeah, extreme is if you are still here. We do not have a streaming schedule. We just stream when we are online, and we do not stream when we are not. Okay, now we have low on water.
Shield system online.
So we will make it into the hangar and then have a sip. Now all the gray boxes.
Landing gear down. Landing complete. Launch complete. Landing complete. Engines offline.
Again, the doors. We got something like 75% reputation level. So we had now space to space, space to ground. Now we do ground to space. And we pick up 4 grounds. Back to Tresla. Mikkel 1 to Tresla, space to space. Moon to Tresla, yeah, we will take that as well. Moon to space, and what we do not have now is ground to ground. But what we are looking for is from Tresla 2 either DC05 or Devlin. Tresla DC05 or Devlin. Alright, so there is another different distinguishable to make, yeah. Basically we have this one. Space to space, space to ground, ground to space, yeah, that's the difference. Ground to ground on a planetary and ground to moon. But when we call space to space, you can go from planet to planet. No, we can go from station to station, planet to planet. We can go from station to planet on the same system, or station to another planet. We can go from ground to space, ground to station on the same, from Hurston, for example, to Everest, or from Hurston to somewhere else. Yeah, to another. Then ground to ground is planet to planet on the same planet, but also can go from planet to another planet, but we never saw that before. And then from ground, from planet to the moon on the same, and also planet to another moon. But we never saw that before. All right. So then, did we already accept it? Yeah, having a check if we found other junior from here. No. This should be a ground to ground. From Tresla to Devlin, yeah, this is nice. So we will take that, because if that works, if Devlin works, so we can pick up the boxes from Devlin and from the other ground location to Tresla. Yeah, we shouldn't have dropped it. Yeah, old school hydraulic. Yeah, the thing is with these moon elevators, if you do not check before you go there, no, if you check before you go there, then you know you can successfully complete the mission. But CIG knows that these elevators do not work, because that not working aspect is by design. But if you go there to check, then you will see that you cannot take this contract because you are already there. You need to be somewhere else to get the contract. This is a mechanism that is into place here to avoid to be able, because they want to see, if you see Star Citizen as a social engineering project, you need to do this some sort of pain, as we call it, to figure out how people react and or behave. So that means that we can now go to Devlin with all these boxes, and there are not many, there are not less boxes, with all that many boxes, just to figure out it doesn't work. And the question would be, what do we do? Yeah, well, because we are running out of time with this ship, we will probably unload the ship in order to be able to continue with the other contracts that might work. So the pain stays, we will unload the ship in order to continue our contract stacking. If we would have owned this ship, we could log off, go back to the menu, and come back in. Then we will not have a failed contract, but we will have an abandoned contract. And an abandoned contract has, regarding of the reputation, no impact. But yeah, up until then, everything would be a waste of time, and we definitely do not get money. And this is something what we will figure out soon as we go to Devlin, what we are gonna do when the freight elevators at Devlin do not work. Is the rental already over? Is that the reason why we do not get takeoff request? Do we? No? Yep. Hangar door opens.
cabin drive is now off.
We see lights. Not sure what that is. It might be that these lights are ships. Miners. Not really, no, but they are ships.
Shield system online.
There is also another ship down there in front of us. Yeah, this would be ready for salvage.
Docking initiated. Docking denied. Landing gear down. Landing complete. Engines offline.
So all the boxes need to go to the elevator. Okay, never unloaded the caterpillar that fast. Maybe this is the way to do it. And this is also something really interesting. If you redo some sort of these contracts, you start to figure out a way how to make it easier, better, faster. Did we just lose a box? Yeah, the other box is waiting there. Let's see if we can move. Yeah, sounds great. Ship is not hanging over the elevator. Okay. Yeah, we love the details, but here it doesn't make sense. Here we have some small insects flying around this lamp. Totally okay, but we are on the moon. If those insects live here, that means they will have food. If they don't have food, they won't survive. And animals, either they eat other animals, the debris of corpses, or plants. We are on Utopia, or what the name is, a moon of microtech. Maybe we should dig into what this moon is all about. But what we also have is, what do we have? Yeah, that's what we expected. Still overhanging. Yeah, this one. Look at that. We are walking slow, just to let you see. This is... We are walking slow because of the wind. You need to be careful around this elevator. And the thing is, because of the ramp of the elevator goes down up to here. Yeah, and then it stops. That's why we come up. We should come up. Yeah. Or we fall down. So we do not do this contract. It is the same as if we would have not been able to do the elevators thing.